Confession here. I am a senior certified cybersecurity professional and I do write my master password down. Yes, I do write the key of the kingdom to my password manager. Yep, you've heard that right. But before you freak out, let me explain why and how I do it safely. The truth, we are all scared of being hacked, of our money to be stolen, and even our personal information and data. But here is the truth. Most hacks, they don't happen because you wrote down your password on paper and you store it safely. It happens in two ways. First, emotion traps. And this includes all phishing, social engineering. Mostly what criminals do, they trick us to provide our credential, password, username, personal information with clicking on links, fake calls, and even fake text message. The second way is where data breach happen. For example, Yahoo, Equifax, millions of credentials, millions of passwords get leaked. That's the real risk. Why I write down my password on paper? First, because I'm a parent with two teenagers. If something happened to me, I want to make sure that my kids and my family members have access to all my accounts. And I know there is more secure way to share these passwords, but not everyone is tech savvy. And security is not about being perfect, but being prepared. We all want safety for our family, right? That's human. The second, let's be real, we are more on our smartphones doing our banking, using Face ID, fingerprints, biometrics, even on our computers. We are more and more using PINs. So this complex password, I barely type it, and I'm less and less using it. And I can't remember it perfectly if I'm not using it that frequently. And I bet you felt the same. How do I write down my main password safely? First, all my sensitive accounts, including my emails, have two-factor authentication enabled. So my password is just half of the key. The second, never write a password and stick it on a monitor. Never do that. The third, I store it securely with my most critical sensitive document, my passport, my NAS, my information that is really critical. And remember, even if someone broke in my house and got my password, they only have half of the key. So the takeaway today, look, if you have a hard time to remember your complex password, you can write it down, but do it wisely. If you think this content coming with realistic cybersecurity tips has a place, please consider to give us a like and subscribe.